New DeepSeek V4 leaks are insane. You're spending hours debugging code that AI should fix in seconds. You're using models that forget what they read 3 pages ago. You're paying premium prices while better tools are being built for a fraction of the cost. And you're about to miss the biggest coding AI release of early 2026. Hey everyone, I'm Ava, and today we need to talk about DeepSeek V4 because the leaks coming out right now are absolutely wild. This isn't just another model update. This is a complete rethinking of how AI handles code. And based on what I'm seeing, ChatGPT and Claude should be worried. Let me start with the big picture. DeepSeek is dropping their V4 model in mid-February 2026. We're talking around February 17th, right around Lunar New Year. And here's what makes this different. While everyone else is throwing more GPUs at the problem and charging you more, DeepSeek is taking a completely different approach. They're building smarter, not bigger. The timing here isn't random either. DeepSeek pulled the exact same move last year with their R1 model. They dropped it right before Lunar New Year in January 2025, and it absolutely shook the AI world. That model matched OpenAI's reasoning capabilities at a fraction of the development cost. We're talking $6 million versus what competitors were spending. And now they're doing it again with V4. But here's where it gets really interesting. V4 isn't trying to be good at everything. It's laser focused on one thing: coding. Software engineering, writing, debugging, and understanding code at a level we haven't seen before. According to internal benchmarks that leaked, V4 is scoring close to 90% on human evil. That's a standard coding test. Compare that to Claude at 88% and GPT-4 at 82%. Now, yes, these are internal numbers, so we need to see third-party validation. But DeepSeek has a track record of delivering on their claims. The real game changer isn't just the benchmark scores, though. It's how they're achieving them. DeepSeek just published a research paper on January 12th, 2026, introducing something called Ngram. And this is where things get technical, but stay with me because this matters. Current AI models have a fundamental problem. When they need to remember something, they have to reconstruct it through expensive computation every single time. It's like solving a math problem from scratch instead of checking your notes. Ngram changes that. It's a conditional memory system that works like a lookup table. The model can instantly retrieve information it's seen before with O of one-time complexity. Constant time lookups regardless of how much information is stored. For coding, this is massive. You're working with 100,000 lines across multiple files. Current models lose coherence and forget context. Ngram fixes that. V4 with Ngram can handle context windows up to 128,000 tokens. Some reports suggest it might even go up to 1 million tokens, and it doesn't just hold that information. It can actually use it effectively. It remembers the relationships between files. It understands how a change in one part of your code affects everything else. This is called repository-level reasoning, and it's the missing piece that's been holding AI coding assistants back. V4 is designed specifically for this. The architecture combines 3 key innovations. Mixture of experts activates only the specific experts needed for your task instead of every parameter. Ngram handles memory through instant lookups. And MHC creates better information flow between layers so the model doesn't lose signal as it gets deeper. The result is a model that learns faster, reasons better, and uses fewer resources. Now, here's where this gets really practical. DeepSeek is planning 2 versions of V4, a flagship edition for heavy-duty coding tasks, complex projects, multi-file changes, system design work, and a lighter version for everyday development, quick scripts, bug fixes, routine coding work. Both versions are expected to be open source with open weights. Download them, run them locally, customize them for your needs. No API costs, no usage limits. Complete privacy. DeepSeek V3 could run on dual RTX 4090 GPUs with quantization. V4 is expected to follow the same pattern. High-end consumer hardware could run a GPT-5 class coding model on your own machine. When I first started diving deep into these new AI models, I was completely overwhelmed. There's so much hype, so much conflicting information. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. 1,800 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Let's talk about what V4 means for real-world coding. The leaked benchmarks show strong performance on SWE Bench, which is based on actual GitHub issues, real bugs from real projects. SWE Bench is hard because you need to understand entire repositories, trace bugs across multiple files, understand dependencies, and write fixes that don't break anything else. V4 is reportedly excelling at exactly this. Here's another practical feature. V4 handles multi-language workflows. Your backend is in Python. Your front end is in JavaScript. You have some TypeScript, maybe some Rust for performance-critical stuff. V4 can work across all of that in a single context. It understands how the pieces fit together. The model also supports fill-in-the-middle completion. That's when you're working in the middle of a file and need the AI to complete a section based on both what came before and what comes after. This is essential for real coding work where you're not always writing from top to bottom. Here's what we don't know yet. The exact parameter count, whether Ngram is fully integrated or still experimental. The final benchmark scores on third-party tests, how well it performs on languages beyond the usual suspects, real-world latency and inference speed. But based on DeepSeek's track record, I'm optimistic. They've consistently delivered on their promises. V3 performed as advertised, R1 matched the top reasoning models, V3.2 improved on both. There's no reason to think V4 will be different. The potential impact on the AI coding landscape is massive. If V4 delivers on these leaked capabilities, it shifts the competitive dynamics completely. Deep code understanding across large projects. This is the kind of specialization we're going to see more of in AI models. Not just general-purpose models that are okay at everything, but highly optimized models that excel at specific domains. For developers learning to work with AI, V4 represents a major opportunity. If it's as good as the leaks suggest, it could become the primary tool for repository-level code work. Bug hunting, system refactoring, large-scale code generation. The question isn't whether to learn how to use these tools, it's when to start, because the gap between developers who know how to effectively use AI coding assistants and those who don't is growing every month. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 1,800 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not. Which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip. No hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 38,000 members who are crushing it with AI. So here's what to watch for. Keep an eye on mid-February, follow the DeepSeek GitHub, watch the Hugging Face leaderboard. When V4 drops, the community is going to test it immediately. We'll see real benchmarks, real use cases, real performance data. I'll be covering the release when it happens, breaking down the actual capabilities, showing you how to set it up, comparing it to Claude and ChatGPT on real coding tasks. The AI coding space is moving fast. V4 might be the next major leap, or it might fall short. Either way, it's pushing the industry forward. What matters is building your skills now, understanding how to leverage AI to improve your workflow. The models are getting better every month. The developers who thrive stay current, experiment with new tools, and figure out what actually works versus what's marketing. That's it for today. If you found this useful, hit that like button. Subscribe for more AI updates. Drop a comment and let me know what you think about these V4 leaks. Are you excited? Skeptical? Already planning to run it locally? I'll see you in the next one.